Hi there. So today I am giving you an inside look of one of the favorite things I love to do, which is journaling. I've found that journaling is the secret sauce. In fact, not only is it the secret sauce to living life on a higher level, and when I say higher level, in attaining dreams, goals, staying focused, being great for your mental health, I have found that beyond being the secret sauce, it is the whole meal. It is the staff of my life. And so I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what journaling looks like for me, and also to share what I was inspired to write about this morning. So, usually before starting off my journaling, I'll wake up and I will go to prepare my coffee. My coffee mug right there is empty, and that's because I usually drink my coffee before I start to write. And usually, while I'm sipping my coffee, I will sit at a different part of the house. Maybe I'll sit outside, take a look at the flowers, observe the birds. I allow my mind to just freely flow. So the journaling actually starts before sitting down. So I'll, just allow my mind to just go ahead and just wander. I'll think about different things. The one thing I encourage you not to do, which I'm not always diligent, to stay away from taking a look at your phone and from scrolling, but instead just really allow your mind to think in terms of, yes, I woke up, and being grateful for waking up, being grateful for some of the special things in your life. So the journaling actually starts before you get pen and paper. And then once I get my coffee and I'm sipping on my coffee and I'm thinking about all the things that I'm grateful for, then I will go to my space. And I have different spaces. This space is my office space, but sometimes I'll go down to the sea, sometimes I'll sit outside. It just depends. Today I decided to sit in the office, and so yeah, I sat down. So you'll see my phone is there. I'll set some music in the background, and sometimes I'll write without music. It just depends. There are absolutely no particular rules. This is your time. This is meditation. This is your me time. This is your time to communicate with God, communicate with your the innermost intimate side of you, and to be able to communicate within before communicating with anyone or anything on the outside. So, again, this is really intimate. So, as I sat down this morning, I started off, and usually I'll write in my journal, I'll date it, and I'll put a time. So that's my time stamp, because there are times when I will write about different things and I go back and I go, wait a minute, especially if something is really manifested in a moment, and I'll go back and I'll look at the date and I go, wow, I actually wrote about this. I actually asked for this. I asked I actually asked to have this removed. I actually asked because I had a question about a particular thing. Or there may be times when this is just strictly a moment of gratitude. Make it your moment. This morning, and I actually wrote in the morning, I write pretty much in the morning, but again, when you're doing your journaling, if you choose to, you can pick whatever time works for you. You could do it right before going to bed. You could do it, you carve a quiet space at some time during the day. It could be the wee hours in the morning for you, or it could be at the rising of the sun, whatever is good for you, make it your time. For me, it's when I wake up. And so while I'm writing, these are the things that came to me this morning. I started off, just stating how grateful I am that I was able to rise up. And I really started off with a confessional because even though I generally, as a rule, won't look at my phone except for looking at the time, generally I won't scroll, but this morning I did. I did actually scroll through my phone and I was honest. I had an honest moment. I gave myself grace and I allowed myself to be human. And even though it's not an excuse, I did write it down to acknowledge that there are days when you won't get it right. There are days when truth is you know exactly what you need to do and you don't do it. And that's okay. This is your moment to acknowledge whatever comes to your spirit, to ask for forgiveness, to forgive yourself, or to pledge to yourself to do better the next time around. So that was my truth moment. My truth moment, my truth moment. And then the real thing that I wanted to do was I was just excited to be able to connect intimately with myself. And this was the moment of my meditation to be grateful for the opportunity to connect intimately with me. And so I paused for a moment to think about my life and to think about all the beautiful opportunities that I've been afforded. I also wrote about the fact that this is not Sunday morning, where if in fact you go to church on Sunday morning, we tend to be more spiritual on a Sunday, or if you worship on Sabbath, that we tend to be a little bit more spiritual because we're around the preacher, we're around spiritual gospel, beautiful music, so it helps to enhance and uplift our spirit. But for me, this moment, I was just giving thanks that I can have my Sunday morning on a Monday. I can have my Sunday morning feeling on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, on a Thursday. And I do this because I want to timestamp every single day that's given to me, to make it an important day, to acknowledge and to give attention to the many, many blessings in my life. And this morning was not so much about asking for anything. Didn't have a long list about things that I need, even though there are things that I need, but I wanted to acknowledge that I am so, so grateful for all the things that I've been blessed with, and was just grateful for the fact that whatever questions that I've had, the answers are always there. I wanted to take the opportunity to say thank you, and thank you, God, for just showing me the way, for answering my many, many questions, for solving some of those problems that were kind of close to my chest, and for ultimately giving me health, for keeping me strong, for loving me, and for giving me the freedom to grow and to evolve. And I was just really acknowledging that and feeling so grateful. I was also thinking about others who are in need and just asking God to show them the way, to let them know that they have support in their life. And I concluded my writing this morning just to say that by God's grace I am well, that all is well. I am truly grateful. I acknowledge the fact that I am loved. I have a loving family. I have a beautiful love in my life, and just wanted to give thanks. And just wanted to give thanks for the beautiful day that I'm about to go and embrace. So I encourage you, pick up your journal and begin the process of having meditation, having that quiet time between you and God. Have that time for yourself. You deserve your special quiet moment. And so, whenever you journal, whatever time, if you're one who journals all the time, you understand where I'm coming in. And for you who are new to it, go for it. So, thank you for watching, for listening, and embrace the day. Have a beautiful one. Until next time, one love.